Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have Beach Picnic. This is a 1939 classic animated short from featuring Donald Duck. Although, just like the Chip and Dale one we had like a few weeks ago, was it a few weeks ago? It felt like it was a few weeks ago. It was a Chip and Dale, but it had the Donald Duck theme song. In this is mainly about Pluto. Pluto seems to have more screen time than Donald, although they basically get on each other's nerves. Donald's out at the beach and Pluto's with him, and Donald decides to play some practical jokes on Pluto involving his inflatable horse, which he names Seabiscuit. Yeah, so it's kind of an interesting little, you battle. Donald always seems to butt heads with other characters in this, and then gets really ticked off and noisy when it doesn't go his way. Uh, but the real villain in this is apparently, well, the racism. Let's just say before this one, it's one of the sadly not too rare, but there's not a ton of these. But they had the disclaimer at the beginning of the video, or the beginning of the short, like some older ones do, that say, "Hey, there's some negative depictions and some stereotypical things in this." And I'm like, watching it, it's Donald and it's Pluto. What can you do? And I'm watching it like halfway through, still nothing's happened, and I'm like, oh, okay, here come the ants, and the ants are depicted as Indians, Native Americans on the warpath, going to, and the music plays it, and the woo kind of call, all that stuff is incorporated into depicting them as thieves of the picnic, and they all just put together a really great sandwich between the lot of them, and then they carry it all off, and that ticks off Donald, and he has to fight them, and one gets in the way of Pluto, and as Pluto starts sniffing one out. So yeah, it's not a great look, but it's not parts of Song of the South, let's just say. But yeah, so it's got that disclaimer. It's one of those that has it, but yeah, it's they keep them in there so you can learn rather than just eliminating it altogether. There's plenty of shorts that are to come that are still not on Disney Plus that I imagine may never make it. I don't know a ton about all the old classics, but I imagine there are some depictions in there, especially during World War II, that might not go over too well. I've seen the propaganda from that era, and yeah, our our depictions of the Japanese were not good in print or in many other mediums. Whether that happened at Disney, well, some of you might know better than I do. I do not know offhand. But hey, I'm hoping that everything comes out at some point in Disney Plus and we can choose for ourselves, and also, we'll be warned with that notification at the beginning, so it works. But if you're just looking for Pluto and Donald cartoon, like I tell everybody when they watch these things, watch them all. Watch every one you can get. See where all this came from. Disney Plus would not exist if it wasn't for characters like Pluto and Donald and Mickey and Minnie and Goofy and everybody else, even Clarabelle. So yeah, if we wouldn't have any of this stuff to even talk about, Disney wouldn't be the corporation it is now if it wasn't for these characters being a part of American and world culture. So yeah, they wouldn't be buying Marvel and Star Wars and everything else if it wasn't for these characters. So give credit where credit's due and check out all the old shorts. See where it all started. Almost 100 years ago. It's crazy. Let's pick tomorrow's episode.
408.
408. 408. If you don't know, these, every time I do these, I pick the next episode at random. It's a random number, like you just saw there, and I watch whatever shows up in the list according to the spreadsheet that I have that shows a list of everything that's currently on Disney Plus that I have yet to watch. So The next one is a series. We're sticking with these series. We had two in a row, and now a short, and now another series. Let's see what this is. I do not know what this is, but I think we'll end up watching one episode. It's Shook. Yeah. I have a feeling there's teenagers involved, possibly young teenagers, on a Disney Channel, and I don't know, earthquakes. I don't know. It's probably dancing and singing and all sorts of other stuff. But it's a series, so yeah, probably one episode. I'll probably get the gist of it, and I'll come back here and tell you all about it tomorrow. Shook on the next Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow with that.